What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the movie Clown in a Cornfield. Now, this is a horror slash crime movie and it's an hour and a half long. Looking for a fresh start, Quinn and her father moved to a quiet town of Kettle Springs. They soon learned the fractured community has fallen on hard times after losing a treasured factory to a fire. As the locals bicker amongst themselves and tension boils over, a sinister, grinning clown emerges from the cornfield to cleanse the town of its burdens, one bloody victim at a time. The director of this movie is Eli Craig. I like the movie he came out with in 2010 called Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I think that, my man, I thought that was a great movie right there. But I was so excited for this movie, Clown in the Cornfields. I was so excited. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a great movie. But I winded up being disappointed with this film. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought this was gonna be way better than what it was supposed to be. I thought this was going to be a good movie. Now, the main character of this movie, her name is Katie Douglas. She played Quinn in this film. And I don't know what these cast members, I don't know if they were high school students or college students. I have no clue. I forgot. But I didn't like their acting at all to me. I really didn't like the acting in this film. I think they lacked chemistry. I didn't see that at all. Then on top of that, Katie Douglas' character was not likable at all. To me, she was rude for no reason in the movie. I'm like, okay, she was just rude to everybody. And I didn't care for none of the characters at all. I think they just, I don't know, they lacked the presence. I mean, I don't know how to say it though, but they just didn't have that chemistry, like I said. And I believe the acting was forced. It seemed like they was trying to be funny in some moments and trying to be serious, but it just seemed like it just wasn't there. It seemed like they was forcing something that wasn't there. And I think the movie focused too much on the characters and her friends. It focused too much on Katie Douglas' character and the friends instead of focusing on the clown. I think they should have put more attention on the clown more because if you're going to focus on these characters, you got to at least make these characters more interesting to watch. Now, Kevin Durant, come on, man. He was the only person in this movie that can act. So it's like I don't know why they didn't utilize him at all really in this film. I think he was in this film for collectively over I think 10 minutes. I'm like, damn, they should at least used him more in this movie. It probably would have been a lot better. To me, this movie is not scary at all. And it lacks tension in this film. And how are you gonna have a killer clown movie and not make it scary? It's baffling to me. How can you mess this up? Man, if I was making a movie with killer clowns, oh man, I'll make sure that'll be the scariest movie ever. But yeah, they messed this one up. This movie takes a while to build up. It takes too long. It seemed like this movie didn't have enough kills in here to me. And now the ending of the movie does pick up with a lot of horror, but still, it's like these jump scares. You can see these jump scares from a mile away. It was nothing. It was all predictable. Like I was just saying, this movie is too predictable. I like movies that'll keep you on your toes, keep you thinking. But this one didn't. And I didn't like how they use more killer clowns. I think they should have just stuck with Friendo. That's the name of the clown, Friendo. you know, like you just have Pennywise. Pennywise is just Pennywise, and Art the Clown is just Art the Clown. They should just kept Friendo just like that with no reveal. I didn't like the reveals in this movie at all. But I'm gonna keep it real. This movie is not even close to being better than Pennywise or the It or Art the Clown Terrifier. It's not even close. Now the kills are not oppressive at all. There was no creativity with the kills. They shouldn't have made this a comedy horror. I think they should have just made this a straight horror only. Now, this shouldn't have been a theatrical release at all. I don't know why this movie was in theaters. This was better going to Netflix or some other streaming platform. Now, they had the potential for this movie to be great, and this could have been a 10 out of 10 easily if they would have really took their time with this film. Now, I do have some likes in this film. I have a few likes. I love the nostalgic look of the film. It reminds you of an 80s or a 90s slasher film. And I love the costume design of the clowns. And I love the creepy looks of the clowns, which was nice. They nailed that. And I like the last 15 minutes of the movie a little bit because it does give you that energy. It does give you a little bit of that horror. It kind of reminds you of they kind of copied Texas Chainsaw Massacre a little bit in this movie. You can tell by watching this. But you know what I'm gonna do? Since it was a few likes in this movie that I like, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10, which is not really a good grade, but I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. And yeah. And my next movie, the next movie I'm gonna see is Final Destination Bloodline. So I'm gonna try to see that this weekend. I might see it today. If I see it today, I'm gonna try to see it today. Then I'm gonna put it out next week, Monday or something, or Tuesday. So I'm hoping that movie will be good. I heard a lot of good reviews about that. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this movie review and leave some comments in the section if you like. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you soon. All right, I'm out.